So today I kept my dancing shoes snug on my feet and stepped into something unusual but exhilarating. I signed up for this traditional Korean dance workshop, and oh, how amazingly refreshing it was. The rhythm and pace were certainly different from what I'm used to, but it was a window into a whole new aspect of our culture that I hadn't explored before. It reminded me of how vast the world of dance truly is, the rich layers of movement, rhythm, and expression that exist beyond our usual pop, hip-hop, or contemporary styles. Turns out I've been living on just one slice of this beautiful and diverse cake of dance genres. Chatting about it with Max, Heejin, and Pierre got them all excited. They want me to teach them some of my newly learned moves. Can you believe it? I can already see Max trying to incorporate those steps into his unbeatable robot dance. Tall order for him, if you ask me, but I have to admit, the visual is quite entertaining. Oh, you should have seen Pierre's excitement. He's all pumped up for our dance-off. And Hyejin, she's just glad that we've moved on from our ice cream flavor war. Speaking of which, just so you know, you are not allowed to start any debate over mint choco when we go to the new ice cream place downtown. Sometimes I get a hunch that the only wars you confectionery lovers have are over flavors. Now, about the workshop, I must say that our mentor, Songyeon, was a revelation. Just like the blend in a perfect bechamel sauce, this Korean guru mixed traditional and modern ideas with an eloquence that was just mesmerizing. It was like a soft piano tune gently merging into a bewitching bass beat. I can't wait to show you some of the moves. And, oh, I have no doubt that you'll waltz through it like a gifted swan, unlike our want-to-be robot friend Max. So, apart from our upcoming group session, instruction mandates that I also practice at home. So there's going to be a lot of twirling and bending in the living room in the days to come. But hey, think about the bright side. Our little get-together just got more happening, right? It's not every day that you get to groove to steps that trace back to our ancestors. It's a reminiscent journey and a future exploration, all rolled into one. Enough about me. Pour in the details of your day. I'm sure it's filled with tales that would make any novel look like a kid's coloring book. You wouldn't believe what I tried my hands at today, woodblock printing. Yes, it's as fascinating as it sounds, honey. Think of it like a dance of colors on a wooden canvas. Under the guide of this amazing market organizer, Chung Hee, I etched and painted a traditional Korean motif on wood. It was such an intricate process that demanded a perfect blend of patience, precision, and creativity, almost like choreographing a dance routine, just on a quieter, smaller scale. Despite the complexity, the excitement of seeing my creation slowly come to life on the blocks kept me going. Also, you would be amazed how this seemingly rigid wood could express such vibrant life with just a dash of colors and a little knack for craft. The final outcome? An art piece basking in dazzling shades inspired straight from our rich Korean culture. Shared a bit about it in our group chat, too. Max voiced out his awe in his uniquely enthusiastic way. Pierre showed interest in trying it as well. Oh, you know Pierre and his undying thirst for anything remotely artistic, even when it is clearly out of his soundwave domain. And Hyejin? Well, she is just excited about anything that does not involve her defending her favorite ice cream flavor against us. I extended an invitation to them for a group session. No, not for ice cream, but for woodblock printing, and they accepted right away. We'll plan it sometime soon. A day of creation and messy hands. You should definitely join us. To be honest, this is a fresh breath from all the pop culture exposure we generally have. Plus, with all the rigorous training at Elektra and the high-intensity dance routines, this feels like a zen moment in the middle of a whirlwind. Imagine me, strutting around the market, paint blotches on my face, looking like a painter who just jumped out of a colorful tornado. Now that was a sight. Talking about performance routines, let's not forget our dance-off. I hope you have been practicing the traditional Korean dance steps I taught you. I am looking forward to adding some snazzy moves to Max's limited dance vocabulary, and also introduce him to something other than his signature robot dance. And one can't simply ignore Pierre's thrill looking at his over-enthusiasm. But that's the beauty of it all, isn't it? We are exploring different art forms while binding them together in our ways, threading moments of laughter, collective experiences, new learning, and creating stories worth looking back at. After all, an artist only truly comes alive only when he or she steps out of the featherlight comfort bubbles, be it the dance floor, the recording studio, or just a vibrant market. Anyways, I should get back to practicing some moves for the upcoming auditions. Can't afford to miss even a beat. Time seems to be sprinting away like a racehorse with sight of the finish line. Can you believe it's November already? Feels like we were just lighting up sparklers for New Year's Eve, and now we're just a sneeze away from yet another year-end countdown. Life as a trainee doesn't let me keep track of time, does it? Except maybe those countdowns before auditions. So, today was a breath of fresh air. For once, instead of strapping on our dancing shoes and battling it out in the dance floor ring, we got to stroll in our sneakers, laugh our hearts out, and just be ourselves. A team-building retreat, away from our high-pressure training routines. And trust me, it felt absolutely legendary. Right from the rickety Jenga tower crash to the hilarious marshmallow fights, it was a chaotic riot of joy. Speaking of marshmallows, remember the last sleepover at my place? Our house transformed into a battlefield, with marshmallows flying all around like fluffy comets. It was such a mess, but boy, were we laughing. Hyejin brought that up today, and we all had a good chuckle over it. I shared about the retreat in our group chat. Pierre seemed pretty fascinated by it. Max, oddly enough, is now curious to partake in a massive marshmallow fight. Can you believe it? I can already picture him, attempting to dodge and throw simultaneously, only to be met by showers of marshmallows from every direction. Oh, and by the way, guess which rookie just claimed a potentially disastrous spot in our marshmallow warfare roster? Yep, Max. He's accepted our oh-so-loving invitation to join our sugar-flinging crusade. Laughed so hard I nearly toppled off my chair. This retreat, though, it felt more than just fun. More than the shared laughter and those crazy marshmallow wars, like an offbeat tune in our rhythm-driven lives that brought us together, added depth to our budding friendships. Strengthened our bond in a way those rigorous dance sessions never could. It was a palate-cleansing sorbet amidst a gustatory journey of intricate flavor profiles. Tangy lemons and sweet peaches, if you ask me. And we all had our fair share of savories, sweets, and some much-needed silliness. I guess sometimes those perfectly baked macarons need to be peppered with a dose of sugar-laden giggles to make everything taste just right. Just funny how some moments in life mirror the dessert table, isn't it? Well-cooked stories, baked with love, simmering emotions, a sprinkle of crazy friends, and as sweet as those glossy macarons, dear. Our conversations kind of reflect those variety treats, right? You never know which one's going to warm your souls, soothe those nerves, or simply make you laugh till you cry. Well, with all the fun of today, I should probably get some much-needed sleep now. Tomorrow, it's back to the grind. The dance floor awaits, and I need all my energy to keep up with the rhythm.